Hey, what's up, Cram? How you doing? Hope you're doing well today. It's an excellent cat emoji. I very much approve. Okay. Hey, what's up next? I have nearly 500,000 glory. What the hell? Not much. How am I? I'm doing pretty good. Today is just more practice with ninja style stuff. Yeah, tomorrow's the day. I got a 9th response, actually. Yeah, 9 of them. One of the questions that I got was very typical from my work that I'm used to. I'm like, yeah, I already see. And like, there's already layers of discussion on top of that. Hey, what's up, Tali? What's tomorrow? A different type of stream altogether. It's not going to be gaming. It's going to be related to so what I do with my work, which is help people. Give me just a second.
So guess what?
What's up?
My metacompromise and my olanzapine were cancelling each other out, so I had no point taking the medicine this whole time. That's why they cancelled it. So I have to re-see Astro.
I'll be right back, chat.
This is big.
Yeah, weird.
Hey. Okay, sorry. Thanks for your patience, guys. So tomorrow is just question and answers, Q&A, kind of just like a chat, just chatting stream of sorts about self-esteem and relationship-related things. So I asked people to fill out some, if they wanted some advice, they want some help, or just want to talk about things. I had a little questionnaire where people could submit questions, and then I would answer them tomorrow. So that's the type of stuff I think I want to do a little bit more of on stream, because playing video games is nice, but it does get old. And yeah, Nioh 3 is a lot of fun, of course, but like it's not the only thing I want to do all the time. But yeah. Yeah, I don't need to see that. Hey, are you rewiring chat's brain today? That's tomorrow. That's tomorrow, yes. So, in 24 hours, I'll be doing that stream, Megatron. I got 9 different questions. Some of them are, I mean, I got a question today, which is very much standard fare for me in my work. I get questions like that all the time. So yeah, I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to try something new, and you know, obviously if people want to be my clients, I can help with that. But yeah. Oh shit, I didn't want to do this mission. I wanted to do Gathering of the Greats. Okay, I have a day to prepare my brain for rewiring. A lot of the stuff that I talk about there, I put into practice here with when I play Nioh. And I think I'll be using Nioh as an analogy for explaining a lot of those concepts to people. At least people who are familiar with my channel. Alright, let's get some practice in today. Interesting. I'm getting more comfortable with throwing a ninja style in there. No, wizard, nothing like that. Alright, question about Nioh 2. Hey, I'm currently in my first Nioh 2 playthrough. I'm playing Glaive only, but I think I'm dying way too much in side mission small enemies. I always stay on switch and stuff, but I don't stun enemies as much as I'd want to. Think I'm doing something wrong. I got any tips for beginners? I have around 30 hours and I think it's already too late for changing the weapon. You can change the weapon, it's okay. In Nioh 2, if you've leveled up a weapon a lot, you can switch your other weapon and it will level up actually pretty quickly. It won't take as long to catch up as you might think. So when it comes to you're not being able to stun enemies as much, I would look into using more of your yokai abilities, because many of the yokai abilities have built-in stuns. So for example, a very popular one is Ippondatara. Yoki is another good one. There's a lot of other soul cores, a lot of other yokai abilities that very much do have stuns. Meizaki, Gozaki are other ones I can think of from the beginning of the game. So in Nioh 2, my general advice would be to get your flow towards using your yokai abilities and using your normal attacks. Not just one or the other, but both. Nioh 3 has it similarly with Guardian Spirit skills and a lot of the offensive play that you're used to with your weapons, and you'll see me strategically use both for different reasons. Try applying that in Nioh 2, and I think you'll find that you have a lot more flexibility towards kicking ass in that game. And thank you for the compliment, Gustavo. Hey Rays. Yeah, move on from Nioh 3, dude. There isn't DLC or anything. They've had patch 1.05, missions like this, which are cool. But it's limited content, all things considered. I'm doing pretty well and things are going overall pretty good. Wizard is a nice fight. Yeah. My focus is less about beating enemies and winning this mission as much as learning how to use both styles in fun ways. And if I can be able to use both styles effectively, 50-50 basically is my goal for percentages in terms of how often I use them. If I can use them well at all times and make it look cool, I'm very happy with that. So it's a work in progress, and I'm picking a boss I'm largely comfortable with in samurai style, and so I'm trying to introduce ninja style in a cool way. Oh jeez. What the hell is going on? Whoa. It's fine, just kill me. Raise, whoa. How many memberships on YouTube did you just gift? 20? Oh my god. Holy shit, thank you so much for gifting all those. That's very generous of you. Really appreciate it. Hey JD, good to see you again. Not only are you great at Nioh, but I give great advice. Thank you. Ah, shit. That's fine. Oh, I thought that would work. Oni Ryu, come on. Raze, I appreciate that. Thank you. JD, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having fun with your lovely animals. God. Yeah, okay. That's tricky. This is different. Oni Ryu, no. No Gaki shift blow. No, no. Hey, chicken burrito. Damn. Oh, thank you, Totally. I appreciate it. Damn. I just realized you have over 350 hours in Nioh 3. Yes. The game's really fun. I know I really like to learn combos, techniques of players. Yeah, that's fun. I like doing that. You, your hubby, and the furry family are great. Yeah! That's the way to go. Golden seed, no. Oops. Damn. This Takeda Shingen is the yokai form. It's the final boss of Region 1. I missed. Oh, I wanted to try something else. Oh my god, I didn't want to miss, bro. Close enough. Ah, I gotta get better with my ninja play. Alright, next up. Seriously? Oh my god. Still a lot to learn there. Oh, cool. Am I running Artful Deflection and Artful Evasion? No, I'm not. coming back. It's annoying. Oh my god. Oh my god, I almost died. What are we doing? You're scaring me. How disrespectful. Hello. Oh no, he's got lightning up on me. Kind of rude, bro. Damn it. Oh my god. We still gotta learn a lot to learn. Talons I'm weak with. I was trying to do some mid-air stuff.
将軍の座は私のものだ。そうだ。やはり私の方が優れているのだ。
Seriously? Damn it! Fucked that up.
貴様にだけ
You're getting better at Kunimatsu. The fight still feels like a game of chicken, though. Yeah, it's arguably one of my least favorite fights for just some of the way things interact. I don't think it's like super bad. I'd rather fight him than a lot of bosses in Nioh 2, but it's one of my least favorites. Oh, oops. Oh, I fucked that up again. Oh my god, Ninja Style gets so destroyed. Oh, I have to be very careful. Oh, that was my fault. It's tricky. This is a tricky business. Getting used to both styles all the time.
我こそは武家の棟梁その程度
Damn.
かものね知れ大義のために
There's so much shit I have to like juggle in my head. Let's see what things I'm not really using all that often. Yeah, Flying Fist. I'm just not able to use a lot in general. It's hard. It's kind of hard, not even gonna lie. Okay. Damn. Oh, so greed, but I couldn't resist. Damn, man. Oh, I'm trying to squeeze in a little extra movement here, a little extra movement there. It's tough. Oh, wow, fucked that up so bad. Oh, hey Floki, yeah, this is very much post-campaign content. I'm just redoing shit. I already beat the game a long time ago.
その程度か。かものね。
Damn, I thought I got him. Hey Tree, it's good to see ya. Yeah, I've beaten everything. I'm just replaying for fun. Dang, this is tricky. Now that I'm like switching between the modes and trying to figure out when to use them, it gets really difficult with each of the weapons, especially new ones.
我こそは武家の棟梁。 我が大
Ah. Hey, Swellpool. It's good to see you. You cleaned up the apartment? Nice, nice. Alright, let's try it. Let's do fishy fish.
虚しいあがきだ国松様の姿勢は変わらぬ
Seriously? What is this level? It's a post-campaign mission. It's after you beat the game, you unlock these super difficult missions. I've already beaten them. I'm just trying to practice certain things. it's difficult with these weapons. I'm not familiar with them.
我こそは武器の友行くぞ
Ah, that was so greedy. Ah, I can't help but want to be greedy. It's so fun. Damn it. Oh, that's not greedy. That's just dead. Woo. Damn. Also, just be greedy until you win. That's what I do. Only takes me hours and hours. Yeah. I have a lot of fun with this, though. Interesting. I'm discovering more moments where I just want to switch to ninja style just for a brief moment. It's really interesting. It's cool.
我こそ武家の棟梁焼くぞ
Damn. It's going pretty good, Fiend Busa. How are you doing? All I'm doing is practicing greed. Greed maxing. That's about it. Damn. Should have done a summon instead of a kick. Woo! This stuff's tough. Trying to like get my brain used to what I'm trying to do. Damn. Fiendbusa, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Oh, put that up. Close enough. A lot of these motion moves like Radiant Moon and Flying Fist are a little tricky.
我こそ武家の通り
Oh my god. Maybe I need to take a break from this. Oh, that did work! Okay. I think I'm gonna take a little breather from this. Oof. It's a lot of good shit in there though. An hour and a half practice of this is pretty crazy. Whew. 3 million fragments? What would I want? Could I please play Switchglaive today? Nah. No Switchglaive for you, Golden Seed. You're a meanie. I'll play it. What do you want to see, Golden Seed? You want to see Switchglaive? Anything else? No peeping, I just got a little tired. I got to Kunimatsu at one point, but I've already beaten it, and my goal is less to beat the mission and more to do so reliably and in a way that I like. That's cool. So they took like lots of risks. I was very aggressive, stuff like that. So of course I got punished. But I'm also trying to use the reliability of the mission, where I just like keep fighting Pakada Shingen and basically beat him a bajillion times. I'm using him as practice towards me understanding when I want to switch from ninja style to samurai style and vice versa, so that I'm much more intentional with it. That's one big thing I'm going for. One thing I didn't do for ninja style was try out something else besides Shapeshift Strike, which was Falcon Strike, so that I could go behind an enemy. So I haven't really worked with that. But I'm trying to learn a bit more. When can I get off the backstab damage? Alright, in any case, Switchglaive was the request, so I'll start going with Switchglaive. Orion's belt is a thing. Yeah, this is nice too. Went back to Ninja Gaiden 4, played around with the new DLC weapons and all, I feel disappointed. Yeah, me too. It felt a little anticlimactic. It felt very short, and it didn't address kind of the problems I had with the game at large. So yeah, it was unfortunate. Yeah, it is a feels bad moment indeed. I have another request: refashion my character. In what regards? Like refashion the appearance, character appearance, the equipment appearance. Change the armor appearance. Both styles or any specific one? Does anyone know if equipment drops endgame or if it's only in the new game playthrough? You want to see Ninja Yoshitsune armor? Okay. I've seen start equipment drop already in new game, but it seems to be fairly rare, or with specific drops in specific places. Alright, something a little bit more casual. Seems to be early game only. I'm not sure. I haven't really seen start stats that often. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe they'll just have a DLC too or some shit. Sure. Is Arc of Chaos not worth it anymore? It's not that, it's just I don't have many choices with Switchglaive. so it kind of creates a problem. I only have side swipe, otherwise I'd be using Arc of Chaos there. I like Empty Retribution quite a bit, and Divine Retribution doesn't work the way that I'd like, so I just picked Empty. This game is humbling. I thought I'd play through with a new character and still took 10 attempts to beat the boss at this level. Yeah, Tree, it's the same for me too. All those little things add up. Not having deflect, like not having a lot of those early game things makes a big difference. Hello, what else can you do in this game? It's completely done and nothing else. There's no abyss. Yeah, I know. The missions and whatnot they are completely done. So I'm just practicing game mechanics more. So yeah, right now I'm just chilling. But I'm trying to understand the flow in between Samurai style and Ninja style that I really like. Ah, he actually did get me. Yeah, they'll add their underworld later. That's just how I went with Nioh 1 and Nioh 2. Nioh 2 didn't get DLC, the underworld until the third DLC. There's a... I don't care. Right, there's a big difference between Nioh with DLC and Nioh without DLC. We have Nioh without DLC right now, it's gonna feel weird. seriously. You can kill me. I wonder why game developers never make a system where the game can generate a random quest since AI is already here. That feature alone will keep the game alive forever. Usually because AI will churn out lower quality stuff than game developers would intend. You have games that use it, but usually it feels pretty bad to have it. No, oh my god, you grabbed me. You can just kill me. I don't think adding AI into Nioh 3 would serve it well. Nioh 3 is very carefully like created. Having random quests, I mean, for what? Based on historical stuff, there's a lot they'd have to design. For the most part, we can just redo battle scrolls. And I'd rather just have that. Yeah, and from my understanding of language learning models, which are AI and whatever, it's gonna pump out shitty stuff. Dude, I don't even trust AI. You can have random stuff. Like, you can create random things in this game, but the quality of it's gonna be pretty bad. As Chicken Burrito is saying, I would anticipate that there isn't gonna be a lot of thought into it. It could be a buggy mess. Like, it's just, I don't have any faith in it to work. Dude, how did something up? Dude, stop grabbing me. It's not hard, I just Yeah, I don't think AI would help here at all. Stop grabbing me! How do I feel about the weapon changes from 2 to 3? I like it. So far, I'm really enjoying everything in Nioh 3. I don't miss Nioh 2. Really? Damn it, I wanted to do a cool finisher or whatever. The only way he'd be more annoying is if they gave him a horse. Hey, what's up, Lazarus? To respond earlier in chat, neither one nor Nioh 2 had the Abyss Underworld without their DLCs, yeah. We just have to wait for the DLCs to come out. Nioh 1 had 5 floors, but they weren't even random at all, yeah. It was pretty anticlimactic. Which enemy boss do I hate besides Gaki's or Gaki Chief? All the irritating ones, enemies that deplete ki. So the Yamabikos, the Ubames. They're just irritating. Let's just try this one again. Maybe for the future with AI, I suppose it could be high quality enough, but at that point, it would the amount of power I imagine it would require for something to be able to do that, it probably is just easier to go with the person who knows this shit. When they have very intentional design. He got wrecked, bro. He got freaking annihilated.
しでも止められぬか。見事なり。
He got wrecked.
鬼というなしゆえ今一度思い知るがよわしは死
Good job, Switchglaive.
ぬ親方様の
Is Chidori more viable in this game? I don't know, I guess. I think Chidori is more useful.
口に変えてくれるわ
Oh, not good. Damn! I agreed.
親方様
Is the build variety in Nioh 3 as good as Nioh 2? Not yet, because we're still missing DLCs. But I will say, if we do an apples-to-apples comparison of Nioh 2 base game to Nioh 3 base game, I would say Nioh 3's base game variety build variety is better than Nioh 2's.
親方様が出るまでもないこの内藤首里がひねりつぶす
Really? This is why I hate bosses like this. Blockity blockity block, so fun. god, you gonna do anything? Oh my god, dude.
お主であれば四天王どころか副将にも惜しいものよ。この逃げ弾城何度も破れると思うな。
So fun. Oh, so exciting. Best enemy ever. Oh my god. Woo.
赤備えの山形上の土に変えてくれるわ。 血で染まる日が来ようと。
Alright, we got Mr. Takeda. Average new enjoyer, I'll answer your question as soon as I can.
諏訪大名人のご相談あれ。風林火山が不滅の軍旗。再び翻れ。
I got a Beyond Infinity off, even though it wasn't perfectly timed, I was able to get that off. Got a whole lot of damage with it too. So a question from Average New and Enjoyer. So after finishing the game on New Game and New Game Plus 1, what do you think of the open field of Nioh 3? Can you still see yourself enjoying it, say if you start the game from the beginning? Yes, actually. I did actually like it quite a lot. I found that the replay value of that was actually pretty cool. My first time going through with it, I had a lot of fun just exploring stuff and getting lost in things. And then getting into the Nioh combat like every so often was pretty fun. It was pretty cool. So if I were to start the game from the beginning again, I would just take my time as I have. So when the DLC comes out, and I imagine they'll inevitably release like another journey in the game, I'm just gonna go through everything, collect everything. Doing everything was fun. I liked it. So if I were to start from the beginning of the game again, yeah, I would totally enjoy the open field. I don't feel any need to rush the game. I don't want it to be over, I want to keep enjoying it. Thanks Tree, I appreciate it. I hate the Thorngaki. Thorngaki Chief! No Thorngaki Chief. No. I wish campuses and Chichikos are real. You know what you can do? You can go to like an animal shelter and adopt a cat. And then, what's a Chichiko? Isn't that like a... It's not a weasel, is it? Or a ferret? I think it's a ferret, right? Yeah, it resembles a ferret, apparently. No Thorngaki Chief, please stop. No, I don't need Shuten Doji as a Gaki. Get that out of here. Oh, I don't want to do this one. You know, Golden Seed, you feel free to interpret whatever you want. I didn't say that, and now you're just gaslighting me. Get that shit out of here. Need like a tame mission. I need something chill. What's chill? I've been doing intense things like this. Within Time Everlasting? No, I don't like this one. Just too many human bosses that aren't that cool. Takatsuki Shinsaku is cool. But oh well. Have you never felt any tediousness in the open field since enemy replacements aren't really this difficult this time for now? So, for me, my focus less when I'm doing the open field, I'm not really evaluating it as like, oh, I need it to be like super intense combat. These battle scrolls already take the place of that. I'm mostly just chilling. It was like some of the changes to the lesser crucibles weren't weren't dramatically different. Some of the lesser crucibles I really liked, other ones I was kind of like, this ain't that different, this ain't that big of a deal, like I'm not that, it's like, whatever. So I don't really do them as much, but I definitely think for me just exploring it one time and experiencing it another time has been pretty cool. I've liked it quite a bit. So I think for an equivalent of Dream of the Strong, it has been enjoyable, and that's kind of just how I'm evaluating it. I'm not comparing it to Dream of the Nioh. I'm not comparing it to the Underworld, because to me that's an apples and orange comparison. Now obviously, like, the Underworld did have a lot of that cool factor in it. It had a lot of that like random floor cool stuff, and like, you know, it was cool to kick ass, but it was just sort of, it's a different thing altogether. So for me, I don't really find the open field stuff tedious because I'm okay with exploring everything. I want to do that anyway and collect everything, because why not? Getting the Scampuses, getting the Chijiko, getting the Kodama, or I don't think you have to get Kodama again. But getting all the collectibles is a one-time thing, so I figure I might as well enjoy it. So I hope that makes sense. In a nutshell, I'm not looking for intensity, I'm looking for a relaxing time. And just exploring the area and appreciating the small details. So Chicken Burrito, the open fielding made me appreciate the map less. Interesting. Okay. So Tree, I think I love open field more because I fell in love with Rise of the Ronin open field, but I think Rise of the Ronin did a better endgame because there's no plan for DLC which would replace open field endgame. Yeah, I mean, Rise of the Ronin had the crazy midnight camps. Like, that's ridiculous. We don't have that yet in Nioh 3. I don't know what they're gonna do for the more advanced difficulties. I haven't seen any indication of Twilight missions. I haven't seen any indication of like a Twilight open field. They don't have that. So in comparison to what we know, what we're familiar with Nioh 2, yeah, of course this game is going to feel a little lacking in that. Because Nioh 2, with all the DLC, felt like a very raw, complete experience. We're not at that stage yet with Nioh 3. Nioh 3, our equivalent, is, and here's how I'm evaluating it, just to kind of be clear. We had Saito Toshimitsu introduced in Nioh 2 with a handful of other missions, right? We just got that equivalent for Nioh 3. These missions don't introduce any new bosses, per se. But these are pretty complicated. These are pretty tough. They're very much in line with, like, Nioh 1 Gauntlets. Which was like, if you fail, you start all over again. Good fucking luck. Nioh 3 is not afraid to do that anymore. It's very clearly in there. Demonic Duels is nuts. It's like 20 minutes straight of fighting enemies. And then if you fuck up on one enemy, you have to start the whole thing over again. There's no checkpoints. Nioh 2's mission Against All Comers does have checkpoints after you beat a boss and you talk to Sudama. So, you know, it's different. Now in Nioh 3, it seems like their gloves are coming off. And we'll see how things evolve with DLC. You know, Oni Ryu, this is why I don't talk to you. Because you say terrible things like, I love closed maps so I can get smothers by Gakis easily. This is disgusting. So chicken burrito, at least the motivation for you to play on the map is small. Yeah, I mean, I don't play on the map much either, except to like, maybe there's a lesser crucible here and there I'm curious about. Maybe there's a blood edge demon, but replay value of it, it's pretty much just one time and it's over, and that's about it. Like, I haven't touched it. So I'm not like that woohoo about it. Compared to, say, doing the main missions and doing that over again. To compare that to Nioh 2, most side missions I ignored. There's like that side, like all the blacksmith side missions in Nioh 2, I'm like, okay, I just want to do it once and be done. I'm like, I don't really care. It was like not that big of a deal. And so it just, like, a lot of those things weren't meaningful. Maybe there was a boss, but a lot of the side missions, I'm like, I don't really care. So that kind of effect is occurring for me in Nioh 3 with like, okay, I've done the open field once. It's cool to explore maybe like one time, but then after that it's kind of like, well, why should I re-explore it? I don't know. I guess I could do lesser crucibles, but if I'm really looking for a challenge, I might as well just do these battle scrolls in the first place. So there's that. Whereas Rise of the Ronin was very different because, you know, after the first playthrough, once I got onto Midnight, like when I got into Midnight, then I was like, oh, I can experience a challenge over and over again. So that was what was appealing. But like collecting all the cats, like I already done it one time and that was fun, but it's alright. I missed the glider, the ability to use grappling hooks more often. Yeah, Rise of the Ronin had its own charm too. They're just different things. Okay, so average Nioh enjoyer. What do you mean by intense? I didn't mean the difficulty as a lesser Crucible's Gauntlet style. I meant like the enemy encounter variety with harder enemies. We're aligned on the same thing. Intense isn't just about, oh, like things are harder and they're scaled harder. The enemy, like, it isn't just the lesser crucibles, but I'm also, when I'm thinking of open field stuff, I'm also thinking about just like casually exploring it, and it's like, oh, there's a different enemy here, or in the main crucibles, oh, there's a different enemy there. There were some moments where it was more intense and more challenging and more fun, where it was different and it got me thinking, but by and large it wasn't so substantial that I was like stressing. I would say arguably there were a few things that were very cool, very challenging, very intense, very fresh. So I remember one of the first crucibles, actually I can point this out on the map. So let me do that. So for example, like in region 1, I remember, what was it? This crucible, this lesser crucible right here, when you enhanced it, it threw in like an extra wave and Dark Realms and Itsumade, and I was like, holy fuck, this is crazy. Whoa. And so my expectations were kind of like lined up with that. And some of the other lesser crucibles did have that, but there weren't too many. I know just casually exploring the open field, they like altered some of the enemies. So for example, I think the one that's over here, instead of a Yamainu, there was a Raiju, for example, and I was like, oh shit, we've changed that. Okay, this is kind of fresh and I'm curious, I want to explore. So they like tweak those things. So it was alright. And then I remember being impressed with the first major crucible where they threw in a Nenra just casually. But then a lot of the other things were kind of just like, they're alright. Like, okay, sure, we got like a Gaki chief over here patrolling. But it wasn't really that much of an impactful change. It was a change, but it wasn't like superb to have some of the harder enemies. But in all honesty, I was okay with that because this is New Game Plus 1. And I imagine things are going to get crazier with New Game Plus 2 and New Game Plus 3. In the same way with Nioh 2, when they changed things for, like for a lot of the main missions, shit got complex. They'd replace a Yoki with a Fuki. Or like a Twilight mission had like, instead of Gozuki, you fight a Itsumade. And so they made a lot of those changes, which I anticipate will just keep occurring as the New Game Plus cycles keep advancing. So my expectations are overall tempered, and so far I'm pretty happy. Now, let's suppose that for New Game Plus 2 or Nioh's Journey, which will probably be New Game Plus 3, let's say like they don't really enhance the enemy encounters. Then I'm going to be a little pissed off. I'm going to be like, bro, we're on Nioh's Journey now. Could we just ratchet up the craziness, please? That's kind of what I'm expecting. I don't want the same old, same old. I will say so most of the encounters weren't like that drastically improved in my opinion, but there were certainly some encounters where I was like, oh shit, they're not holding back. For example, like I said, the Itsumare one, the one that involved, I think it was in Bakumatsu. I think this was probably the hardest Lesser Crucible. Which one was it? Where are you? This one. This one was probably the hardest one. Because you had 4 different waves. And then you had that like third wave which involves Itsumare, Raven Tengu, Bakegani, and Agaki all at the same time. That was pretty crazy. And then after that you have to fight a Nenra. I was like, oh shit, this is pretty crazy. So like, that type of stuff was challenging. And I anticipate more stuff like that will exist on higher journeys in the game. And then the last thing was, I think the final mission of the game, that surprised me a lot. So Sinister End, the way they changed each of the like lesser crucibles in that mission made it like tremendously difficult. I was very surprised when they revamped the enemies to be a lot harder, to include more. It was pretty crazy. So it's like when you start doing the Death Veil, the first wave includes a lot of enemies in the Dark Realm. They have like Raiju, Yasha, Kyokutsu, I think, or Kyokuts. Then they have Magatsu Warrior, a bunch of Oni Bees. And then I remember the next one where you do the Bakumatsu like version of the Crucible and the Death Veil. Then like you have an Itsumare and an Aberrant Soldier, 2 Yagyo soldiers. Then they toss in like Kame Itachi as well, like as a boss at the end. And then in the next one, for the Heian one, you also have whatchamacallit, like Jorogumo, and like they like enhanced it a lot. I was like, oh shit, this is like pretty crazy. So they enhanced the challenge of that significantly for me, and like I really had to pay attention. So for that reason, seeing the differences between what was in the base game to New Game Plus 1, I anticipate that when New Game Plus 2 comes out, they will further enhance things there. So I don't think it's just gonna be, oh, they just do a curse buff and keep the exact same enemy placement. I don't think they'll do that. I think what they're going to do is keep pushing for the challenging gameplay experience. There's a lot of evidence that I have that suggests to me that Team Ninja will not hold back. I've heard internet, so internet is just, I've heard internet complaints go from, oh, Nioh 3 is too easy to, oh, I think they made this too hard. Alright? And I'm like, nah, I think it's fine, bro. Gathering of the Greats is too difficult. Oh my gosh, Stone of Penance. Oh, what the shit is this? I've heard complaints about that already. Oh, they made it too hard. I'm like, bruh, we'll just, Stone of Penance is for those who want to flex their builds. You don't like Stone of Penance, then don't fucking do it. Which I don't. So I have a lot of faith in Team Ninja. Hey Demi, did you miss much? Just me practicing things. It can be both depending on player's build. Well, yeah, you gotta build for Stone of Penance. I also appreciate the intro fight for the last quest gets tricky with Gozuki and Mizuki. Yeah, and if you wipe on that, you start over. Even with your companions, it's still kind of stressful. But then, once you get into the Death Veil, like the final stretch, then it's like, you're pretty much on your own. And even with your companions assisting you, it's still pretty tough. Like, they give you assistance, but it's not really that much. Have I attempted Max Penance Run? No, and I'm not interested in it based on the information I've seen. How's my day, Rex? My day's going pretty good. Alright, let's practice a little more. Maybe average Nioh enjoyer. That could be the case. We know we have divine graces now, so perhaps it could be a thing. Who knows? Oh, that didn't work. Damn it. Hooper's just waiting for Key Pulse on deflect, then he'll be happy, maybe. Oh my god! Fatigue! thought that would work.
大義のために
Damn. Well, at least I can do Call the Herd with Spear. That at least is pretty cool. Pretty fun to do that, not gonna lie. Damn. Gosh, my right hand kind of hurts. Let me try sitting up. Playing a little better here. Damn. I've been using that heal parry that Axe gets, Soul Devourer. Yeah, it's awesome. It's really good. Soul Devourer is great. I'm deflecting too early now. think I needed to take a break with my hands because they kind of hurt.
我こそは武家の頭領なり。役場
Dear Lord. Yeah. So my deflect timing is now too early. I have to... I'm doing it too early now. Uh-oh. I need to recalibrate. What's going on? What do you mean, King? I'm not using advantageous deflect tree. thought that would work. I honestly thought the backslash would work. I would probably have to time it really well with Rainbow Ruse or something. I like Yoritomo quite a lot too. In general, I really enjoy the full spread of Nioh bosses that are introduced in Nioh 3. I thought that would work. Oh, I can't help but try the greed. Damn it. Tricky. I have to really time it. I'll stop in a few minutes. My fingers kind of hurt.
我こそは武家の棟梁なり
I'm able to do a Switchglaive slide attack, quick aerial attack, and style shift. I'm not sure, I'll have to test at some point. Oh no, I'm probably dead. Alright, I'll give it like one more try. But damn, dude, I think my hand needs a break. I wonder if it works on Rainbow. It works on Rainbow Roost. I wonder if the Switchglaive slide would work. Something to test, I guess. Actually, come to think of it, I'm kind of tired now. Yeah, I'm kind of tired now. Jeez. My hand hurts, I'm gonna stop here. This is a lot of like... This hurts my hand, I'm surprised. Ugh. There's so much shit to account for. Switching weapons, switching, like... it hurts. It actually, my hand kind of hurts. I think it's possible peeping based on... There you go. Yeah, you don't get much height. Mouse and keyboard for the win, less claw grip strain, yeah. Like, these 3 fingers are kind of like tired. I think I just need to rest them. Because oh, my middle finger hurts the most. Because I use my middle finger for the right trigger a lot. Yeah, I think it's the middle. Let's see, which finger is it? Ring finger is fine, index finger is fine. Yeah, it's my middle finger. You can bind a lot on the numpad on the side of your mouse so I can focus on movement with my left hand, yeah. For me, it's about style shifting, it's about, like, it's all the stuff that's governed by my R1 and my R2. And since I'm prioritizing speed, I'm using 2 fingers, and it does hurt my middle finger the most. Do I get numbness or pain? It's more pain. It's not numbness. It's more like, oh, I've worked, you know, like when you've worked a muscle out too much. Like, I feel like I just need to stretch it. Stretch it, rest it, relax it. Just like, oh, let's not use my middle finger. If it was numb, I'd be very concerned, but this is more like, oh, it's sore. Oof. The thing is, my left hand's okay. Do you ever play double claw grip? I don't think so. My left hand's okay because I don't need to use L2, like, ever. I don't use L2, like, for anything. Eat your protein and you'll have a swole finger by Nioh 4, yeah. With keyboard mouse, I get numbness in fingers, probably because wrist is on desk and blood flow suffers, yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna stop here. I'm definitely gonna stop here. The one thing I'm gonna say before I start dipping out, of course, is just kind of a little reminder about what's happening tomorrow. So let me get the community post up for anyone who isn't already aware. Probably just post it on YouTube. But, oh, you're most welcome. I'm happy to do so. So if you aren't aware, tomorrow is going to be my first Q&A, kind of related to things about my job. And people have already asked some questions about it, so if you want to participate in that, there's a Q&A. So people I now have 9 different questions that I'll try to answer. I may not get to everything, depending on how the discussions go. But yeah, I'm just very curious to see what it's going to be like, and if that's of interest to you to talk about self-esteem or relationships or get some potential help from me, by all means, pop in. But if that's not your interest, then obviously just don't show up tomorrow and go do something else, you know? That's just how it is. But yeah, I guess I could use the break, you know? I'm gonna see if there's anyone I can send you over to, at least on Twitch. Chances are probably not. Yeah, I don't feel like sending all to anybody. Suppose you could watch Shape do Max Stone of Penance if that's your thing. But yeah. Why do we always get punished for doing things we like, bruh? I know, right? Tell that to a drug addict, man. Drug addict being like, yo, man, why do I get punished for snorting cocaine and taking heroin all the time, man? Why can't I just enjoy the stuff I like? Anyway, well, I'm gonna dip out, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been nice to have you guys here. I think for me today, it has been rather illuminating to really push forth ninja style more than I'm used to, and not use samurai style or even lean on arts proficiency all that much. It's been pretty cool to like kind of try to get the best of both worlds. It's definitely a process, and I'm trying to figure out my groove as I use everything that's possible between both styles, and it is very, very taxing, but also I can't wait to get better. So just take it slow, one bit at a time, and yeah, I'll kick some ass. But yeah, I will see everybody later. Hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow. If not, totally cool. But yeah, take care and bye.